Sky World News. Now, in the 60s, the singer James Brown sang, "This is a man's world," but in 2018, is it more difficult to be a man? Well, a Sky Data survey has found that men think it is, and women are evenly split on the question. Monday marked International Men's Day, which, although you may have missed it, has been running for nearly 20 years now. Here's Sky's Katie Spencer.
You're looking sharp, you're looking good.
Just a few decades ago, being a man was so much easier. According to the ads, all you had to do was make money, love sport, and stifle any emotions you might have. Simple, really. Thankfully, we've come a long way since then. Or have we? Now, more often than not, men are shown to be, well, the idiots.
Laura scheduled a playdate for 3 p.m.
Good boy. Are you going to go over the bridge?
Rob Reed, a dad of twin boys, firmly believes gender conditioning is alive and kicking.
Oh no, watch out!
Watch out. Lifting the arms up overhead on an inhale.
He's used to the jokes that come with explaining he runs yoga classes for men.
Men are relatively conditioned around always feeling that they need to compete, in whatever field that they're operating within. And that goes, I think, for their own minds and bodies. There's that sense as though they need to be able to battle and overcome those hurdles themselves without reaching out to others.
But is it more difficult to be a man now than in previous generations? In a specially commissioned Sky Data poll, 50% of men told us they think it is. Women were split, 39% thought it was more difficult, 39% less difficult. We then asked both genders if they felt issues facing men are being given more or less priority than issues facing women. 72% of men said they felt less, and 57% of women agreed. Olympic medal-winning swimmer Mark Foster says it's crucial that young men feel they can open up.
It took me a long time to come out, and that was simply because that little voice was going, don't share, it's a weakness, it's this, that and the other, and it wasn't. Because ultimately, when I did share things, I was so surprised at the way that people responded to me.
Harvey Weinstein, for some,
are you ashamed?
Represents the walking embodiment of toxic masculinity. And in the light of the Me Too movement, is it rather rich to expect feminists to celebrate a day for men?
We know that men have quite a lot of power and privilege, broadly speaking. For a long time, men have been behaving a certain way because society has encouraged that. And a year on, I don't feel as though a lot has changed. I've heard a lot from men being quite defensive and quite upset. I've not really heard any commitments to men changing their behaviour.
The fact is, we do need to start talking before these little boys get bigger.
Should we carry on with the train?
With suicide being the biggest killer of males under the age of 45, clearly our narrow definition of masculinity isn't helping anyone. Katie Spencer, Sky News.
Time for the weather.